The world needs to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. This is the insistent call that the United Nations and climate scientists have been repeating for almost 3 decades. Human activities like transportation and other industrial activities are one of the main reasons for climate change. But what are greenhouse gas emissions? Greenhouse gases refer to various types of gases that trap heat in the atmosphere, such as carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and water vapor. They are responsible for trapping the reflected heat from the Earth's atmosphere, acting like a blanket insulating the Earth. This phenomenon is known as the greenhouse gas effect. The more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the more heat gets trapped, strengthening the greenhouse gas effect and increasing the Earth's average surface temperature. To understand why it is urgent to drastically reduce those emissions, we need to shed light on the characteristics of major greenhouse gases. There are 2 distinct elements between different types of greenhouse gases. Firstly, their ability to absorb energy, which is called radiative efficiency. Secondly, their lifetime, which means how long they stay in the atmosphere. A scientific metric called the global warming potential, or shortly GWP, was developed to determine these key factors. Global warming potentials are values that allow direct comparison of the impact of different greenhouse gases on Earth's warming by comparing their ability to absorb energy and how long they remain in the atmosphere in comparison to the reference gas carbon dioxide. Let's look into this in more detail by comparing the most common greenhouse gases out there. Firstly, the carbon dioxide emissions, which are mostly caused by the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil and gas, and also from deforestation. Secondly, methane, which comes mainly from agriculture, but also from oil and gas systems as well as landfills. And finally, nitrous oxide, which results from agriculture and fossil fuel combustion. While methane stays in the atmosphere for more than a decade and nitrous oxide for over 100 years, carbon dioxide remains in the atmosphere for thousands of years. Measured over 100 years, methane, which is the second largest contributor to climate change, is almost 28 times more potent than carbon dioxide in causing global warming, while nitrous oxide is 270 times more potent. The answer is clear. To limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to pre-industrial levels, we need to drastically reduce greenhouse gas emissions by at least 43% by 2030 and reach net zero emissions by 2050 as enshrined by the Paris Climate Agreement. Kick off your climate action strategy now.